This is going to be an energy reading for the collective. This is a collective reading. So take what resonates, only what resonates, and leave what is not for someone who it may resonate for. Make sure that you're using your discernment and you're trusting your intuition when it comes to the messages that you receive. Okay, I'm not going to channel. We're just going to see what comes out. Alrighty, but let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? Ask my higher self, the Most High, and the Ascended Masters to have this intuitive reading. Alrighty, gang. At the bottom of the deck, we have intimidation, causing worry and triggering fear. So I don't know if someone's trying to intimidate you or another. Okay, or they're intimidated by you, but this is someone who's trying to cause worry and trigger fear. Okay, behind there is ripple effect. Ripple effect says one event produces another effect. Your actions affect your future and others. So someone's actions is going to cause a reaction. It's cause and effect. Okay. Cause and effect. Someone's actions is affecting their future or the future of others. Okay, let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have take several seats. Getting on your nerves, annoying as fuck. Okay, so this is someone who needs to take several seats. They could be someone who's very annoying. Okay, let's see for the collective spirit. We have moved on. Distance does not make the heart grow fonder, leaving the past behind. This could be someone you're moving on from. Okay. Trying to trigger fear into you or, you know, cause you to worry. Intentionally getting on your nerves is really what it's getting. Sometimes somebody trying to intentionally get on your nerves, annoy you. But Spirit is saying you're moving on. Distance does not make the heart grow fonder. Okay, you're leaving the past behind. Let's see for the collective spirit. You guys have cutting ties, and you're cutting ties with this person, whoever this is. Okay, expired and discontinued use. For the collective, what does the collective need to know? Too many. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have class clown, laughs through their pain, does not take things seriously, masking, finds amusement in the suffering of others. You're cutting off someone who you can't take seriously because they don't take anything seriously. They're masking. They find amusement in the suffering of other people. So this is someone who intentionally tries to harm, trigger people. Okay. Because they find amusement in that. They could be going through their own pains. Definitely giving me misery who loves company. Somebody who's miserable who loves company could be someone who's like a class clown. They always joking about stuff that should be serious. Okay, taken seriously. Hey, leave your brother alone. Do that over there. My babies. Let's see. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have mama's boy. This could be a masculine energy. Someone who's a mama's boy. Okay, her opinion is the most important. Places their mother above everyone else. You cannot compete. You cannot compete with somebody's mama, especially if they put their mama on the top. Okay, and this could be someone who gets enabled by their mother. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple more for the collective spirit. And this could be someone that you moved on from, who is getting on your nerves. Okay, It says grieving heart, feeling guilty and apologetic, willing to reach out. I don't know if you guys are grieving this person, okay, or they're grieving the connection with you, but I would be mindful. Okay, closeted wanted to come out. Now, that could go, several ways. It could be someone is like DL, or it says skeletons in their closet, okay, in the closet, or secrets and lies. So someone could be, just keeping secrets, lies. They have skeletons in their closet. It could have something to do with something they've done in the past, or they could literally be someone who's closeted, who's down low, who's DL. Okay, let's see for the collective spirit. You guys have betrayed, violated by intentional actions. This is someone who intentionally tried to harm you, hurt you. Yeah, leave their ass in the past, collective. Excuse my language, but leave them in the past. You cut ties with this person for a reason. You moved on from this person for a reason. You can still be, grieving the connection. Maybe you want to reach out, but I feel like don't. Okay, because this person is guilty of something. And even if they want to reach out, and they're feeling guilty, it's because they betrayed you. They stabbed you in the back. They caused intentional pain. Their actions was intentional, meaning they knew exactly what they were doing when they were doing it. Okay? Trying to violate you. Found amusement in your suffering. Okay? Definitely tried to cause some type of harm to y'all. This is wild. Okay? Unconditional love came out. Love without limits. You could have unconditionally loved this person. Maybe you're about to find, someone who's going to unconditionally love you. But I would be mindful of someone who, they're grieving and they're missing you because of the love that you gave them. Okay? But they had the nerve to betray you and then try to laugh at your pain as if it was funny. But this is someone who laughs at their own pain. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have cult. This could be someone who has a cult-like mindset. Okay, or they're in a cult. You just take that out, resonates for you. Okay, and now all the cult is a group of people. A following. Okay, and it could be a family that's a cult. It could be a friend group that's a cult. Whatever. Okay, but cult says strange and sinister, twisted beliefs. This is someone who has twisted beliefs. Okay, fanatic is behind there. Obsessive and all in your face. And they're obsessing over you. Okay. Someone could be a work addict. It says can't turn it off. Work comes before love, and cold-blooded. Closed off emotions, cut you off, emotionally distant, cold-hearted snake. Okay, better lover. Someone else is better for you. Someone good has their eye on you. So you can have a love interest in your energy. Okay. You could have dealt with, like, someone that you move on from could have been someone lazy. Can't be bothered to do anything, unmotivated, uninspired. They're cold-blooded. I don't feel like it's them that's a work addict. Okay, you could be a work addict. Maybe this new love interest is a work addict, and they just been heavily focused on work right now because work is comes before love, or I don't know. Maybe y'all dealt with somebody who's a work addict, and work and their mother came before love. I don't know. But again, collective, you take it how it resonates for you. Okay. I just put the deck and I'm looking at unchanged, unaltered, and living in the past. So y'all are moving on from somebody who is unwilling to change. They haven't put in any work to change and they're still living in the past. Okay. You could be creating stability with stable here. Firm and fixed, and reliable. Okay, maybe you dealt with a lot of disappointments. Disappointments just literally fell out the deck. Disappointment says unfulfilled and unsatisfied, or this person is unfulfilled now and they're unsatisfied, but you trust your third eye, your intuition. With third eye here. Okay, alignment, awakening, aware, revelation, going through portals. Okay, I don't keep the past in the past, gang. Okay, I know I say that a lot in readings, but there's a reason why it's a part of the past. Okay. Some of you guys could be going through like a crown expansion, third eye expansion with growth mindset behind there. It says unlimited abilities, changeable and adaptable. Okay. But I would be mindful, because this person could be like infatuated with you, spreading lies and rumors, slandering your name, bad mouthing you. For some, they're doing this with their mama, pillow talking with their mama. You know what I'm saying? Lying on you. Now they missing your love, the unconditional love that you gave them. Okay, when they were really out here trying to intentionally hurt you, laugh at your pain, and then out here lying and slandering your name like you were doing something wrong to them, it's definitely giving me like a spoiled brat who has enabled them. Their mother feels like they can't do any wrong, and this could be a feminine, this could be a masculine. Again, you flip switch the roles and you take it how it resonates for you. For some, this person was controlling. The toxic key to your mind watches your every move. Yeah, Okay, and I feel like with gut feeling behind there, your intuition was telling you something. That third eye was active. Your intuition, it says intuition, wisdom, and inner guidance. Your inner guidance, okay, your intuition was telling you that something was off about this person. Okay, but you still show this person with this cult-like mentality love, because you're someone who's very wise, you're very intuitive, you're open-minded, you're loving. Yeah, and you could literally be cutting some type of tie. It could be an emotional tie you have to this person, and you could be grieving, especially if you feel betrayed by this person who you show unconditional love to, and they were just back here betraying you, stabbing you in the back, laughing at your pain. Man, y'all, look. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? And then got the nerve to be missing you and wanting to reach out. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? I do see you moving on from this person. And we had moved on. You already moved on, or you're in the process of moving on from this person who is a liar, a sneak, a cheat. For some, felt like they were getting away with something. Okay. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? They definitely was keeping you in the dark about something, masking. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. For some, y'all have kids with this person. Okay, who tried to manipulate you. Who could have broken your heart. They could have been a gaslighter. They're going to have to take accountability for that. With the Justice card, that's about cause and effect. And remember, we had that one card. Cause and effect. Truth. Clarity. Karmic justice. You're going to receive karmic justice for this. Okay, you could be experiencing bliss right now, you know, healing, focusing on your manifestations, but this is someone who you had to heal from. Collective. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have the Six of Pentacles, which is about even reciprocity. Okay, we have the Hangman. You surrendered this, you let it go. I feel like you made the necessary sacrifices that you need so that you can go towards what will give you even reciprocity. Okay, this person can be going back and forth about whether or not they should reach out to you after betraying you. And I feel like what changed your perspective about this person and why you needed to surrender this was because they betrayed you. They stabbed you in the back. Not one time, not 3 times like I seen with the Three of Swords, but 10 times. Over and over and over and over again. And maybe they just was there to take from you. Okay, it could even be someone who was slandering your name, trying to ruin your name. Okay, wanting you to feel hopeless. Okay. With the Two of Swords and the Death card here. You could have made a decision to end things, cut this person off. That's why they're sad. We got Scorpio energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, for the collective spirit, we have the Ace of Wands. It came out in a challenging position in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse is about a false start. There could be a delay in communication. Especially if someone feels like there was a misunderstanding. I don't feel like it was a misunderstanding. I feel like you understood exactly what was going on. That's why you cut them off. We're cutting ties here. You knew exactly what this person was up to. Maybe it was unclear to you why it was that they were doing these things. And this person could have been dealing with unhealed trauma, right? And I feel like that's what they were trying to deceive you about. This is someone who would laugh at their own pain. They experience something traumatic. They try to laugh at, like, you know, laugh it off like they're okay, and they're really not okay. But then they put you through some type of traumatic experience and thought shit was funny until it wasn't. Then you cut them off. Now they're all sad and depressed about you cutting them off. Okay. Let's see for the collective spirit. We have the Tower card in reverse. That's about being, you know, feeling stuck, trapped, oppressed. This is someone who is like trapped in their own ways. This is someone who avoids problems. They don't face problems head on. They cause the problems and then they try to avoid you, which was creating blockages. This person can be experiencing blockages. Maybe you block this person, especially if this is someone you have romantic feelings for. But I feel like you received signs and synchronicities, which helped you to work on making a decision to end this connection. This person could have even been indecisive about you. If you have kids with this person, they could have tried to act like they were indecisive about if a child was theirs. Okay. Let's see for the collective. We have the Six of Swords, but I see you moving on from whoever this is. I also feel like something backfired. Whatever this person was saying to try to ruin your name, betray you, it backfired on them. That's why they wanted to make it seem like it's a misunderstanding. It wasn't a misunderstanding. They knew what they were doing when they were doing it. But I see you taking a leap of faith to start a new beginning. Aries energy, because you've gotten the truth or clarity. Or you trusted the clarity that you received. Yeah, y'all could have found out more information or awoken to something. Maybe you became aware of something. Okay, learned more about the situation, found out more information. Okay, and you discovered the truth. You could be someone who's a truth seeker. Okay. For the collective, we have the Knight of Wands. And whoever this is, they were playing. That's someone who's evil-minded. They're a player. Okay, there for a good time, not a long time. Very careless, reckless. They can even be careless and reckless with their sex, especially with this Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, whoever this is, they need to heal the sacral. They're really reckless, impulsive. I don't know if y'all heard rumors about the sexual activities that this person was having. Okay. But remember, we had closeted, and that's not going to resonate for everybody. For some, the closeted thing is that this person was lying, betraying you behind your back, and you ain't know that they were going behind your back, talking shit about you, betraying you, trying to ruin your name to other people to make you look bad. Now, for others, this person could have literally been closeted. Okay, they could struggle with their sexuality. For the collective spirit. Now, for some, I don't know if someone is trying to ruin another's name and say that they're in the closet. But again, you just take it how it resonates for you. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have the Four of Pentacles. This person wanted to control the narrative. This also could be someone who wanted to control you to gain some type of material wealth. Okay, this could have been created between you and this person. I don't know if they moved away from you or you moved away from them. Okay, but I do see you releasing, letting go. Okay. As you keep your heart space open. The Fool's card came out in challenging position. In reverse. I don't know. I feel like whatever decision that this person made was an unwise decision, a foolish decision. They may feel foolish now. But that's their karma. With the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck in reverse, that's their karma. Sagittarius energy for what they've done in the past. And that's the truth. Truth to clarity. I feel like Spirit wanted to distance you from this person. And maybe things became more clear as you distance yourself from this person. Especially if they started to receive karma or a bit of bad luck or, you know, blockages and upheavals and stuff. It was for what they've done in the past. And it might not just be what they have done to you. It's to other people. Okay, let's see. For the collective, we have the Page of Wands, which was about good news. So I do see good news coming. Maybe you're discovering more about yourself as you go through this transitional phase, as you move on from this situation. Okay, we have a Temperance card that came out in reverse. Heavy Sagittarius energy. We have Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, heavy Aries, Pisces, and Cancer energy. Someone could be experiencing instability. I definitely see someone needs to practice something in moderation. I really feel like not even in moderation. They need to practice discipline, whoever this is. Okay. Sexual discipline. But there could be conflict where this person is. This also could be someone who fell from grace. They could have had a divine mission at one point, but they fell from grace. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. Definitely be mindful of sleeping with this person. For some, y'all already cut that tie. Maybe this is like a sacral tie. Like if this person was connected to you energetically, you could have cut that tie. It can have them restless, but I feel like as you cut this cord, this tie, you're able to get more rest, or you could be trying to restore your energy after dealing with this person. Okay, King of Swords. It came out in challenging position. Came out in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. It's just someone who's malicious. Okay. Okay, ruthless, manipulative. They play mind games. For the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? We have the Justice card, Libra energy. And they're going to have to deal with the consequences. You're going to have to take accountability for their actions. Okay, and I also feel like this is karmic justice that's coming in. My bad, gang. But this is karmic justice coming in. Okay. For the collective spirit, we have the Seven of Wands. You got this person blocked. Okay, for some, they seen you as competition. That's why they want to create challenges for you. Wanted you to struggle. Okay, but I feel like you overcame this. You could be someone who's very independent. Okay. And whoever this is, they wanted to breadcrumb you. I see you moving on from this person. Okay, Taurus, success. They could even try to make you feel rejected. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. You could just be someone who's very loving. You were dealing with somebody who is emotionally disconnected. They play mind games. Okay, you show this person unconditional love. They're learning a lesson now. Okay, and you're focused on whatever it is that you're invested in. I also see communication coming in, so be mindful. Okay, with the Five of Cups here. I feel like this is someone you had to recover from. This was someone who hurt you that you had to recover from. And I would never advise anybody to go back to what it is that hurt them. Okay, forgive this person, because that's what the Five of Cups in reverse could be about too. You know, forgiving things. You know, accepting the situation for what it is. You know, and forgiving. But I feel like this was someone who took your kindness for like a weakness. Okay, King of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For some, this could be like an ex-husband. A baby's father, that's an ex. Okay, but this is someone who chose superficiality, lust over love type of thing. They can be stubborn, set in their way, controlling. Okay, mentally abusive, financially abusive. It's almost giving me like someone trying to abuse your finances. This could be someone that you took care of, you gave to. Okay, and even if they were independent and they had money, they weren't helping you. They were trying to gain some type of control. Okay, for the collective spirit, what does the collective need to know? And you're releasing this person headed towards a divine masculine. I feel like this was someone who tried to act as if they were a divine masculine. Like they had self-control, like they were disciplined. But this was someone who was, I feel like, raising war against you. They failed to lead. And then for some, it's like somebody you got kids with. Okay. They could be an overbearing parent, really mean sometimes to their own kids. Okay, immature. For the collective, we have a strength card, Leo energy. But you have a masculine that's coming in. Okay, I feel like the more that you release, detach, and cut ties, soul ties, or whatever to this person, distance yourself from this person, your karmic justice is going to be spirit bringing in a divine masculine. Someone who is self-assured, who is confident in themselves, who is not going to look at you as competition. They're not going to look at you as competition. And that is so weird. It could even be a masculine. You may have a friend in your energy, divine masculine, or a brother or someone close to you who is trying to manipulate you, abuse you. And this could be a same-sex dynamic. So again, flip, switch the roles and take it how it resonates for you. Okay. But I'm seeing men here. It's all masculine energy here. Okay. So if you are a masculine energy who likes the same sex, maybe you dealt with a manipulative ex who, you know, was cheating, lying to you. You know, they could have been dealing with somebody who was giving to them and giving them attention, and they were having sex and stuff all over there, and you taking care of this person. Or if you are, even if you are feminine, same thing. Okay. But for some, this person was dealing with another masculine, and you may not have known that. This is definitely not a divine masculine right here. This person is not a divine, whoever this is that's feeling foolish, who's experiencing stagnancy, who betrayed you, who tried to ruin your name and all of that. No, that's not a divine masculine. But I do see a divine masculine here. Now, divine masculine, you could have had a friend. Maybe they, you know, lied to you about, you know, being DL, or, you know, being, you know, financially abusive, mentally abusive, verbally abusive. Okay. Okay. Someone is working on an apology. They were blindsided about something, or they didn't see something clearly, but it got exposed with the sun card here. Leo energy. Okay. Someone's going back and forth between a divine being and a karmic. And I don't know if someone had, like, it was like a masculine who had a friend that was a karmic, and then they had a feminine in their energy who was very loving towards them. I don't know if they were trying to lie on the feminine, or whoop whoop. Whole lash just fell off. That's from me rubbing my eyes too hard. Excuse me, y'all. I might as well pull this one off too. Y'all know they fake. Anyway, though. Y'all. But there could be an end to a karmic connection because someone's making change. There could even be a karmic feminine here. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. We got Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. Now, this could be a feminine that was breadcrumbing a masculine. But I do see someone getting a change of direction, making progress. Okay. They could be traveling towards a Queen of Cups, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio. After learning some type of lesson, staying focused on investing what would be, they feel like they could create stability or a stable connection. And whoever this is that thought they were getting away with something, with lying, they're closing that cycle out. Okay, this is someone who's going within, especially by some type of illusion that was created and healing. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they're awakening to something that they found out. Or it's like helping them to awaken to an illusion because they found out some information about a situation. And it could be about, you know, I don't know if this is a feminine finding out that a masculine dealing with other men, or if this is a masculine finding out like a friend was trying to betray him and pillow talk. And there's a lot going on in this energy, y'all. Okay. But someone is trying to manifest a stable connection. But there's confusion there. There's someone trying to sabotage someone. So definitely trust your intuition. If someone's trying to sabotage you or sabotage to prevent you from going towards someone who could be very loving. Because we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I feel like that Queen of Swords and that Queen of Wands is in reverse. And this King of Pentacles and this King of Swords is in reverse. The King of Swords, King of Pentacles combination could be one and the same person. Okay, just like that Queen of Swords in reverse and Queen of Wands in reverse could be one and the same person. Okay, or these are individuals who collaborated to spread some type of gossip, rumors, or whatever. I don't know if these were people that they were sleeping with. I don't know, but someone has an opportunity to make a healthy choice. Okay, could be a King of Wands at Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be. I just feel like this is someone who could be going through a dark night of soul. There could be some conflict or arguments or fights that's going on. But whoever this is, they're wanting to reconcile with you. And they're setting boundaries with whoever it is they were dealing with that was being really selfish. They're going to communicate to you, Divine Feminine. Okay, this is someone who's choosing a different path. They want love. There's someone here who wants love with you, Divine Feminine. And Spirit is wanting you to keep your heart space open and continue to release. Because that's what you're going to attract. But I feel like Spirit is moving you away from a masculine who didn't want love. They chose lust over love. They wanted a superficial relationship. Now, they could have went towards a karmic feminine who's just as reckless as the mouth, ruthless, a Jezebel spirit, someone demeaning, demanding, aggressive. But they also could have, you know, a masculine that's a third party. It's giving me, if this is like a karmic ex, they could have a karmic feminine that they're dealing with, and a karmic masculine that they're dealing with. And it could be that the karmic feminine could have found out about something that this karmic masculine has done and exposed them. There's something that they were trying to be in the closet about. Okay, keep secret, keep hidden it. Now, not for everybody, is it going to be that they had, you know, sexual relationship with a man. You know, they could have just wronged somebody else. But they wronged a divine masculine. They wronged another karmic masculine that they're dealing with. Okay. But there's something about a karmic feminine possibly exposing a karmic masculine for their wrongdoings. It's the cause and the effect. Whatever they were doing to wrong someone else, they about to receive the karmic justice for the effect of that. Okay, just like you keeping your heart space open, you releasing, you walking away from a situation that looks messy. This looks messy. And when I say messy, it's messy. There could be abuse going on here. I don't know if this is like domestic violence, arguing and fighting. But there are secrets that's being exposed. And that's somebody's karma for moving in a way that's malicious, that with bad intent. Whereas you're moving with good intentions and you're going to attract someone with a pure heart. And I don't know if someone was trying to like drag you in the dirt in the midst of or drag you into some drama in the midst of they stuff. But if this is going to happen or this has happened, I just see you walking away. Regardless of if this is something that has already happened, because we're all on different timelines. This could be something that has already happened and you walked away from it and you're going towards someone who actually is open to wanting love and who's going to end up communicating to you. Okay, or this could be coming in the future. You know, you're going to realize someone's creating a lot of blockages. They were betraying you. They were stabbing you in the back. You're going to find this out. You're going to trust your intuition. You're going to receive the guidance. You're going to move away, release, keep that heart space open. And you're going to attract a divine masculine who's not going to look at you as competition or be intimidated by you or going to try to intimidate you. Okay, some of this is physical abuse. Some of this is like mental or emotional. It could be all. Because we have the 5 of Cups here. You could have been collective. You could have been mentally and emotionally abused. Or, you know, financially and emotionally abused. But I'm seeing someone here who's being mentally, emotionally, and maybe even physically abused. All right, gang. Anyway, though, don't clown me for my lashes, y'all. Don't clown me. Don't clown me, because I can cut up too. I can cut up too. Anyway, I just gave you the insight and the clarity that you need. And this is going to be the energy reading for the collective.